Hi guys, it's Marieta. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm business immigration attorney and founder of ImmigrationBiz. For those who don't know me, for those who do know me, you guys know I'm doing weekly Q&A. I was so busy this week, so actually Sunday, happy Sunday, I'm doing it today. Today I want to talk about your questions, Q&A, basically regarding to starting a business in the US and moving to the US. What are your options, what are your visa options, and how to make it happen. Also, I want to announce that I have a free webinar coming up on Tuesday, 11 a.m. PST, and you can sign up for the webinar. There is a link either about this video or below, depending where you're watching from. If you are on YouTube, you're going to find the link below. And you can sign up for this webinar. It's going to be a 90-minute long webinar where I'm going to discuss your options. Today, I briefly want to answer some of your questions. This is going to be Q&A, so if you do have questions, you can ask me. Feel free to ask me, and I do have some questions already prepared that you already asked me, so I'm just going to read it. Here's my laptop, so you understand. So Ripal is asking, hi, I'm from India and I want to start a business in the US. Is it possible? If yes, how much cost is required and how long it's going to take? Please send me email. First of all, I don't send emails. If you guys need any help, you have to send me email. I'm receiving so many messages, so obviously I'm not going to send email. If you do need to book a consultation, you can actually book the consultation. I will post the link below this video where you can book consultation with me. So if you are from India and you want to start a business, for example, India is not a treaty country. If you are watching my videos, you already know that I talk a lot about E2 visa, investor visa, as a solution for people who want to come to US, people who want to start and manage business here. If you are from India, you are not from a treaty country. So only certain people who are from treaty countries can actually come to US. So if you are not from a treaty country, you have to find another way, right? For example, in your case, Ripal, you are from India and you want to start a business. Now, there is a way you can expand the business if you are already managing a business, if you run a business in your country, okay? So, for example, you run your business in your home country, you can then expand to the US and you can open affiliated office here. And that's how you actually can, that's how you can come here later. This is called L1A. And I do talk about this visa as well on my YouTube channel, so you can definitely check out more information there. If you are not from a treaty country and you don't run a business, then I say start a business first. So you can start a business, you have to run the business for at least 1 year, and then you have to be the manager or executive of the company, and later you can expand, you can open an affiliated office in the US, and you can move yourself to the US under L1A category. You will have only limited time in the US to actually develop the business if you want to later apply for extension. So this is actually a good option for bigger companies, mid-sized companies. If you are startup, if you are someone who wants to, someone who is starting from scratch, you don't have any experience, you don't have any business experience, then I say go with E2. Why? Because even though E2 is investor visa and it sounds like some people think it means you have to invest 300,000, not really. There is actually no set minimum by the law, and the investment must be substantial. Again, in order to apply for E2 investor visa, you have to be from a treaty country. So we have the same problem if you are from India, from the non-treaty country, right? So for people from India, I recommend that you either going to start your own business, you work on your business, you're actually going to prove the concept in your country that it works, then you're going to expand to the US, and then you're going to open affiliate, and you are focusing and working in a US market. Alternatively, I would say that you can look for a sponsor, you can look for a H-1B sponsor. However, my opinion is that H-1B visas are very limited, and it's because of the cap. There is a cap. Every year only 85,000 visas are issued, and within 85,000 you have 20,000 master cap. So you have to have an education, the master education from the US to be in the master cap. So it's very limited, you know, for people who want to especially start businesses due to the cap, right? So so to sum up, you have these options like L, E2, and H1B. Now, if you are someone who has achieved, who has extraordinary skills and you can prove it, you have strong evidence proving that you are extraordinary achiever in your field. It can be business, science, art, any kind of field. You can apply for O visa. There is, I believe, about 15,000 O visas each year, which is significantly lower number than, for example, E2. You have around 60,000 or 50,000 E2 visas issued per year. So that will be option if you are not from a treaty country. However, if you are from a treaty country, right, and you are considering E2, you're considering to start your own business, then definitely you can do that. I will talk about more details how you can do that in my webinar. That is going to be, like I said, on Tuesday, and you can sign up for the webinar. The link is below or above. So this webinar is going to be for people who want to come to the US, who want to start a business, start small, scale it. And also I will talk about options like you can come here on B visa, you can incorporate. That is actually legal. Oftentimes people ask me if that is legal. You can incorporate your business, limited liability company, LLC, or corporation under B visa. In fact, you can incorporate even if you are not here. That is legal, that is fine. And even if you are here on a B visa, you can do that. However, you cannot work for that company, right? So I will talk about how you do that and what are your options in that upcoming webinar. So if you are someone who is thinking to come here, you want to start a business, you don't know how much you need to invest, you are sort of afraid because you don't know like what are the exact requirements, what you can do, what you cannot do. If you are someone who is actually considering starting an online business and you still want to come here and you want to do business here while you're running online company, this webinar is good for you. And you should definitely sign up for it. It's going to be a live webinar, and I will answer at the end your questions. So definitely consider that. It's also for someone who is already running a business and wants to expand to the US. So if you are considering expanding business to the US and you don't know what are the best options for you, or possibly you want to be involved with real estate investment and you want to obtain E2 visa, but you don't know if that qualifies, because as you know, with E2 visa, you have to be engaged in a business. It has to be active engagement. If you are not actively engaged with the business, it's considered passive and then you do not qualify. But still, there are some exceptions, so I will talk about it, and you can definitely find out during the webinar, during the upcoming webinar on Tuesday. So I'm just going to take 2 questions, guys, and then I'm going to wrap up because it's Sunday, you know, you guys want to chill, I want to chill. This is just very, very short live Q&A. It's the easy way to enter the US marriage. Okay, if you want to, first of all, no fake marriages, okay? That is not worth it, okay? If you find someone, you have a spouse in the US, you want to marry, then by all means, yes, it's a relatively easiest way to get a green card, right? I'm not talking entering the US, I'm talking getting a green card. It's relatively one of the easiest way to obtain a green card through marriage. So if you do have a spouse, you know, that you want to marry, and the spouse is American citizen, definitely that will be probably the easiest way to obtain a green card. Then there are also other ways how you can get a green card through investment. You can get a green card through a job, through employment. You can get a green card through asylum. You can get a green card through lottery. And actually, I saw some questions, especially on YouTube channel, asking me how do I apply for a lottery. You cannot apply for a lottery right now. The lottery registration is closed. So don't buy into any scam or fraud that you can find online, and don't apply for any green card. You cannot apply for a green card. It's closed. The registration is closed and it opens in October. We'll see if it's still on this year, 2019. It's called 2019 because it's applying for the next year. So we'll see if it's going to be on in October 2018. Right now you cannot apply, so don't apply, don't buy into any scammers, because this is just fraud, period. Okay, that's it. There is another, hi, I'm from Bangladesh. I don't see, let's see if I can open this and see the question. How can I get a US eligibility work permit without a sponsor? Okay, well, without sponsor basically is when you are self-sponsoring yourself, or when you start your own business, and I would say sign up for my webinar, because I will talk about it. Actually, I've been talking about this today in this live Q&A, that you don't need a sponsor if you are running your own business. You can either apply for E, L, or O visa, and I will talk about this in more details on Tuesday, 11 a.m. PST live webinar, and you can sign up for the webinar. I posted a link. Either it's about this video or below, and definitely sign up for it, because you don't need sponsor if you want to obtain E to L or O in some cases. Okay, so and to answer the question simply, you have to sponsor yourself by starting your own business, running your own company. That's how you do that. That is actually my expertise. Mostly I work with entrepreneurs, with startups, with business owners who are not seeking employer sponsor, because if you seek employer sponsor, it's very difficult, in my opinion, in my personal and professional opinion. So sign up for the webinar if you want to learn more. Okay guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful end of the weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday in my webinar. Have a great day. Bye.